Hey Info 101 students, we are going to take a look at how to search PubMed. We'll be looking at PubMed for the next 2 weeks. This week we're going to take it easy, put on the training wheels. So to get to PubMed, you can just Google PubMed, P-U-B-M-E-D, and it should be the first link that comes up. You'll probably recognize some of the URL, the NCBI, NLM, NIH. We've seen that in some of our Google searches. So we're going to focus exclusively on PubMed the next 2 weeks. All right. In this week's assignment, the Week 8 assignment, you're going to focus on different keywords than I look at, but this should serve as an example to show you how to use PubMed. So I'm going to look for our familiar intervention rapid response. And you might notice that a lot of terms or phrases are popping up. This is called controlled vocabulary, and you'll see that phrase in this week's reading. So everything related to rapid response team that exists in PubMed, it's giving you suggestions. Do you want this? Do you want this? So there's rapid response team mortality, which is one of the outcomes that we were looking at when we talked about rapid response teams. So all of these would be good things to click on instead of just continuing to type and put whatever you want in there, because your next keyword might not be part of what's in PubMed, but you might find something related in the controlled vocabulary. So I'm going to click on mortality, and there you see, let me take these off for a second. We'll look at article types in a moment. So we found 181 search results in PubMed, and these will be various publication dates, various journals, various types of articles. Some of them will be case studies, some will be reviews, some will be systematic reviews. And so there are ways to limit your search to specific kinds of articles. And that would be the things that were in blue over here just a second ago. If you click on article types, or you click on more under article types, you get this big drop-down menu with checkboxes. Okay? So what I'm going to ask you to do this week is come up with a PICO question related to the midterm, and of course the second part of the midterm is what I'm referring to. We talked a lot about diaper rash on the midterm, so you're going to come up with a PICO question that follows up part 2 and asks part 2 of the midterm and asks something related to that specific intervention that we looked at. Okay, we looked at diaper rash cream, but I would focus more broadly. When you type in diaper rash in PubMed, take a look at the suggestions and see which suggestion relates to intervention or which relates to the cream. You might want to back up and be a little less specific than cream to see what other interventions are done for diaper rash. Okay, so brainstorm some terms related to intervention or to diaper rash cream and other kinds of treatment, and also consider the suggestions when you type in diaper rash. Consider the suggestions that PubMed gives you. I won't give any more away than that because I want you to experiment. I'm not expecting you to find one specific article, and if you don't find it, I give you a 0. It's not like that. I want you to really experiment and discover PubMed this week. So once you get your list of search results, given that we're going to be asking an intervention question, I want you to find the most reliable or the highest level of evidence corresponding to intervention and therapy questions. Okay? And you'll remember that from weeks past, that there are specific types of information or formats that correspond with different kinds of clinical questions. And we've talked about that. And it's also going to be reiterated in this week's reading. This week's reading is an article that I had you look at in the past. I had you look at 2 specific parts of this article. This week we're going to look at the whole thing. You're going to read the whole thing. And it should make a lot more sense this week than had I asked you to read it 3 or 4 weeks ago, whenever that was. Okay, so you're going to search, you're going to apply. I'm just going to apply some random article types here to show you what it does to help you limit the search. I'll go to journal article. No, I won't go to journal article. I'll go to randomized controlled trial, because that was on our chart. I remember that on our levels of evidence. And okay, so I selected that, but now I have to click on it to apply it, to filter the results. And look, it went from 181 results or whatever it was to 1, to only this single result from critical care medicine. Okay, so that's how you apply an article type filter. There are all kinds of filters that you can use. There's some related to publication dates, humans, of course, full text, or just the abstract. We're going to look at the filters more closely next week. This week I just wanted you to get used to article types. So that is a quick overview of how to search PubMed. From here, I really just want you to explore. If you have any specific questions, shoot me an email. But this is just an experimental dive headfirst into PubMed. All right, good luck this week.